Sorry, guys. Forgot to unmute myself. What up, Eddie? What up, Praveen? How are y'all doing? Y'all trade today? Or obviously you traded today. How'd you trade today? Good last day of the month. What up, Con? What up, Rose? Oh yeah, pretty great. Rose said it today. It was like one of those things when I was trading. I was like, man, I should really be up more. And I thought that to myself. What up, Paul? And I was like, you know what? You need to shut up. I'm like, no, you shouldn't. Like, you just need to trade smart and kind of let, what up, little cash? Yeah, same. It's like I let some plays go and I took some other plays, but I was happy with the trades that I took. I'm glad I let some of them go. I had what I would consider a good, very good day. You know, better than I'd make in most jobs. What up, little Curbster? Hey, everybody. And so all like I was like, you know what, I'm trading fine, and I'm trading good. And Tesla was moving, and it was moving really good. But some of these candles in here, like these are 2-minute candles that I have pulled up right now. I edited one of my charts, and I removed everything but the 21, the 200, and the VWAP per Kelly's conversation. And I mean, I did Tesla at the open off of this little tight, you know, how it opened up tight and then took the breakout and caught a few plays in here. But I mean, some of these 2-minute charts here, that's a $2, you know, these are $2 2-minute chart or candles. So there were several times when it wasn't just ripping. You got to take what the market gives you. What's up? And you can't be, you know, you can't be mad about it. It's like I'm making money. And so I caught myself pretty quick. So, topic of tonight's conversation, new Discord. Some of y'all, well, I can jump in. Oh, and one thing I want to say about Kelly's stuff, like now that I'm just looking, and I have some charts, by the way, before I jump into this, like look at this. Beautiful from what he talked about last night, compression. Let me move my face out of the way. Compression, 2 and 200, breakout, we expand all the way up here, and when I looked at this, and I was zoomed out on this 2-minute chart here, I was like, man, look at that. That's probably roughly equal distance. And remember, Kelly said it's not an exact science. You just kind of eyeball it. But if you were to fib this, like from the top of that to the 200, and that's not exactly right, but let's say that, you know, 50% is VWAP. So between all of these, like I was looking at it, like that's 50%. You could do the math. That's roughly like equal distance between all three of these. I was like, this is coming down. As soon as a new high and these candles started getting lower, I was just waiting for a short here. Took a little bit. And I'm practicing this, so this isn't something I'm actively calling out. I want to practice it and get good at it, at spotting it before I kind of call it out so I don't mess with people. But I'll start saying if you guys want, if you want me to do stuff like that, I'll say like, hey, you know, this is like I'm seeing this, and this is something I'm about to talk about and why we have a new Discord. But I'll be like, I'm seeing this, this is what I'm watching, and I expect this to happen, and it's gonna, you know, go down. So right here, when the 21 was broken, was when I looked to short it, and then I shorted some of this. I waited for the pop, and it was hilarious because I said I was entering, or I entered, and then right after I entered, I saw Kelly said he entered. And I didn't care. Yeah, it was so far off the 200 rows. And I didn't care. Or what? And what made me happy was like I got it right. Like after watching the video, talking to him last night, I saw this happen. It broke the 21 here, and I got in it. It was the first time it had broke the 21 since it started going up, and I made a little bit on this drop, and then I shorted this 2-minute breakdown, and I actually held one contract through a lot of this. Like I sold this drop, I was like, sorry Kelly, I can't hold, and then I got back in somewhere in here, and I held this drop with just one contract to practice. And even with one contract, it was just like, oh, it was like a 10-minute hold. Oh man, it was fun. And you know, if you guys are just watching and you're, you know, new to this or what we do, you know, we're really quick scalpers. So to even sit there and hold something waiting for a breakdown, it was just an interesting feeling. And I'm glad I did it super small size just to practice, and then caught that move and got out. And then I said, okay, I've got to go. And I went to do chores around the house. So a decent morning this morning, played the one and dones, called some stuff out, played, that stuff in Tesla. I'll record and I'll start doing some of this and talking through this stuff as I kind of learn it and as I see it. I think it was 4 legs up. I saw 4 legs up. 1, 2. This is something I want to ask Kelly actually on the next show, and I wrote this down in my notebook. 3, is this a leg or not? You have a leg here, or is this not a leg? And technically, this is a leg. Like, what percentage of a pullback constitutes a leg? For 4 legs up, and the legs just got smaller. So that's something I need to ask him on the show, because I think that's something that kind of look at. But the 3 legs were easy, and then it got hard in here. Yeah, he called it 4-2 at 10:15. Yeah, most of the move, like you can see. Within the first here in Tesla, and these are some other names that did this too. We're just talking this name specifically right now. 1, 2, you said 10:45, which right about here. So right in here is the top of that leg, which is at 23%. You have, I forgot what I was going to say. I don't even know. Oh, all your action took place in this first like hour and 15 minutes. And then in this whole hour, look, so you had, this is why the 3 legs, even if it goes up more, the first 3 legs are the most profitable, because you had what's this? It starts at 808 and it goes up to 8. So you had like a 50-point move in a little over an hour. And then you go another hour into it at like around here, and you've only had a $10 move. So even though it went up another leg, it grinded up that other leg. And all these topping tails were hard to trade. And I gave some back, and then I left it alone. And I might have bought around here. I think I left and I missed this move. And this was Rose. Me and Rose were talking about a 5-minute 8. Like, wait for this 5-minute 8. I bet that's it. Yep, look at that. That's not an 8. That's a 21. It'd be here. I just don't have the 8 on this chart. Either way. And then, So, y'all came to, let's talk Discord a little bit. Let's talk the channel going forward. I'll give my side of, not even my, it's just not just me, it's the entire rotation crew. So, in a sense, in this video, well, first, I'm Gator. I'm not going to do much talking about stocks. We're going to talk about the channel going forward, what you're going to see, what you're not going to see, all that. Let's get into it. Let's talk about our chat, what we're going to be doing, a little bit about the market, whatever else is on our mind, and then let's kick it, guys. Can't forget to do the intro. Can't forget to do the intro. So, all that being said, let's talk Discord. So what happened from our perspective, and some things I say are going to be all of our perspective. I will try to say when it is only my perspective, or my thoughts on the matter. So, and then and then we can go from there. And Rose is in here, so she can definitely say whatever she wants, or anybody else can. But in short, over the last week, we noticed that Boof had muted us and had talked over us. And I don't think we noticed that we were muted, or at minimum I was muted, until like the end of the week when he was talking more. There were some good moves, but Mitchell and I were talking and CT were talking, and you could just tell that you couldn't hear and went through, and then he basically told us that we had been muted and been muted for the week. And we chose, and we talked about it behind the scenes. We talked to him, and we said we can't do. Yeah, I think okay. We were all muted, Rose. All right, yeah, we were all muted. From my understanding, I know I was, and I thought we were all muted too. And I reached out to him to talk to him first. I know Rose reached out to him, and others might have. And basically, the sense of the conversation was, hey, like this is how we like to do it. We are all on here kind of talking. We like to kind of run the room like we do. We like to call out. We like to have a little bit of conversation. And in short, he didn't like the way we were doing things. And if you've been in the room for a little bit, you've heard that he'll be like, all I want is call outs, all I want is call outs, meaning in the chat, from our understanding, what we thought that he really just wanted was people to say, oh, hey, Mark 1 Tesla, know your limit 8 this, Mark 5 this, green takes red this, I'm doing this. If you've listened to us, we kind of banter a little bit back and forth depending on the speed of the market. We like to kind of give reasoning for getting in, the different things we're looking at, talking through it, and we don't just like to simply call it out. We think there's more value sometimes in a little bit more conversation. He did not, and made it clear that he was not going to stop muting us, and that he was going to be... Yep, so he was inadvertently talking over us. It's not like he was trying to. And I want to say this too before we really get into it. There's no hard feelings, as it were. Hey, what up? So there's no hard feelings. We're just getting started. I'm not, like, we're not competing with his Discord. We're not competing with anything. We're taking this step, which we'll get into, as just evolution of what we do. And we're going to talk in a few minutes once I go through the backstory of what we want Discord to be, what we're looking for it to be, how we want to help benefit, and what our goal is, and then compare it to, you know, what we were doing. So he had muted us, but he never said he muted us. We were not told, hey guys, I'm having a hard time, you know, trading's difficult, this, that, or the other. I'm getting distracted by these things or these things. It was just muted. And then once we find that out, we're like, hey, you can't be on the mic and muting other people on the mic. If you don't want to listen to us, just open up another chat. You can open up another chat like you've done before, and then you got rid of it. If you want to just be there talking by yourself, or whatever it is. And but also said, or just turn us down. Like, there's a knob, and so I'll show you on Discord, so y'all can do this to us if you ever want to, where on Discord you can go in here and you could right-click rows. When you right-click rows, you see user volume, and you might see some other things because I have, you know, permissions and stuff. But I could turn her down or all the way down, so I could barely hear her. Like, if you're like, Gator's annoying, I don't want to listen to him, you could just mute me. You know, you could just turn it down. Or you could turn it to 17% so you could kind of hear her talking. We said, hey, like, just turn us down so you can't hear us, so you'll be able to, or you know, you'll know that we're talking, so you won't talk over us. Didn't like that idea either. And in the end, he had control over, and there were some other things said that I'm not going to get into. I don't mind getting into them if somebody brings them up and decides to try to throw shade or whatever. I really don't mind getting into them. But for the sake of this was kind of the main issue. Is that he did it, and then when the crew, the other people that are on the mic that help, came to talk and say, hey, you know, it was basically just no. And it wasn't our server. He had control of the server. He could do, in a sense, whatever he wanted, and we couldn't be like, you know, we couldn't take any action to do anything. So we told him, it's like, this either has to change, or we're going to start our own server. And, you know, he at the time said that, oh, okay, that's a good idea. And, you know, Rose, you can say if that's what it is, basically like, yeah, that's fine. So you saw the message the other day after I posted the message saying that we would be starting our own server and leaving that one, or at least starting our own server to do what we do during the day and everything. He blocked me. I haven't been able to post in there. I'll probably leave the server tomorrow or tonight. The old server, and so we created this one. We called it Market Bandits. We're bandits, you know, and so we're kind of playing from that NewsBeat theme of what we really are. We come into the market, we take trades, we hop in them, we take our money, and we bounce, and we get out. So with that theme, we're kind of going with that right now of, you know, Market Bandits. And why the reason that we chose to do this is to avoid toxicity in the Discord, to avoid fighting amongst the people, and also, in a sense, we were disrespected. As other people on the mic, as full-grown, you know, as adults, as other contributors to this community, who are very active, whether we're having good days or bad days or whatever it is. I'm making videos 3 times a week with more, Rose is on here a lot. They're coming on the Friday shows. People are doing a lot of stuff to talk and to help the community. And then you all of a sudden mute us, which is fine if you don't want to listen to us or you need to talk off. Like CT mentioned on Friday, he had a rough week. So he really wasn't in the Discord or very much. He traded a little bit and then he got off, which is okay. You are under no obligation if you have mic access to be on the mic. You don't have to do call outs. You don't have to listen to us. You can mute everything and sit down and just do your own thing. But when you, in a sense, disrespect to the community and the people there by just doing whatever you want to do without talking to anybody, without going through anything, and want to play dictator over the channel, because listening to us makes you toxic, and listening to some of the stuff we talk about might make you toxic. And because he posted it in the other Discord, and I saw it, he said something along the lines of that we, or me probably, call things out after we get in. And I think we all kind of do it. I was like, hey, we call things out like after we get in, and then people FOMO in and they miss. Well, we don't call things out after we go in. What we do, and what I've seen us do, is when someone asks me, Gator, do you like this position? Or do you like this trade? If I'm already in the trade, I say yes, but I'm already in it. Or yes, I like it right here. Or yes, I'm looking to get in it right here. I do that for 2 reasons. 1, transparency. I want you guys to see, like yes, I'm looking to get in it here. And I've said on almost every show or many shows, hey, guess what? This is like, you need to understand why I'm taking a trade and what I'm looking for. There's a reason I post this content, that I do trade reviews, that I talk to you guys offline and all this other stuff, and that Rose does it and that CT does it, that we answer questions. We want you to understand and to learn what we're talking about on the mic so you understand what we're looking at. So if I say like, hey, I'm looking at what Kelly does, and I see the stochastics right here, and I see the separation, and I can kind of explain what I'm doing. And then if I say, hey, I see this, and then if you ask me like, hey Gator, and you type in chat, yo Gator, what do you think about this trade? Or Mitchell's like, yo, what do you think about this trade? I'm like, well, I've been in it for a minute, so I really like it, and I hope it works. That's just me being transparent, And for celebration and stuff like that, we are very cautious when it comes to celebrating and bragging on P&Ls. I don't think we almost ever brag on P&Ls. We don't post P&Ls. When you take lead trader positions, or I might change it to like bandit, but when you become, if any of you guys ever want to get on the mic and kind of step up, we do not want you sharing P&Ls, because once you become somebody that you're looking up to and you're making a bunch and you're teaching people, sharing that can be toxic. If you're learning and you're getting the hang of it, and you've been having some hard days, and like, yo guys, this is my first ever 5-figure day, or this is my first ever 6-figure day, or 3-figure day, or whatever it is, we want you to share it and to be proud of that, and we want to celebrate it. If you catch a good move in a point, we want you to celebrate. We don't mind people being like, yeah, boom, that was a good trade, especially when we're all playing it. Now, some people are going to lose, but that's just the name of the game. And I don't mean to be mean and to neglect people's feelings. And if a lot of people are having a hard day and it's a rough day, it is. But at some point, you just have to toughen up. And you just have to get over it. And I'm not trying to be mean when I'm saying that. And we do everything we can to avoid it. But every now and again, somebody's going to say something that you're like, I'm having a rough day and he's having a great day. My thoughts on that, as long as it's not something that's habitual, my thoughts on that are, okay, is that person being arrogant, or are they just happy and they're celebrating a little bit with their family and then they calm down? And what's the difference? So, what's the difference? I don't know. So, I don't think that we've ever been like at the end, oh, I'm in it, or I was never in it, and then at the end be like, bam, 10 points there after we never called out an entry. I don't think I've done that. At least I definitely try not to. But hey, it's all good, and we're all going to. Yo, that's skill, making 5K outside of Starbucks in the car, dude. No problem there. So again, these are just some of the thoughts. These are just some of the days and some of the conversations. Give me a second. One of my kids are. So back on the main topic. Sorry, a little side rant there. Because we were just muted out of nowhere, and we came to him and we talked and we said, hey, this is what we're, this needs to happen. Or a few people individually came. It didn't go anywhere. And we said that we were going to break out. We were going to do our own thing. And in short, he was like, okay. He wasn't going to change. He wasn't going to unmute. He wasn't going to stop talking over people. He wasn't going to turn us down a little bit. Yeah, I do the same thing, Rose. Rose says that, she knows when she's in a trade, so people who took it know you're still holding. And it can be helpful. And it just depends, and we have to have that latitude and longitude as people on the mic. And that's just the way it is. Sorry to tell you, not trying to be like whatever, but sometimes, especially once you get on the mic and you start doing stuff, that's just the way it's going to go. Mark used to do it. Geronimo does. Everybody does it. When you get on the mic, I'm still in this trade. Like, you're talking through and you're giving commentary on a position. We are not going to sit here and only say, like, I like this setup. Okay, good setup. Where's the next setup? We're not going to do that. We didn't want to do that. So because of that, now that's not right or wrong. We're not saying we're right. We're not saying we're wrong. We're just saying that is not what we wanted to do. That is not the direction that we wanted to take Discord, our Discord group, our community. So what we decided to do was create this Discord, and I will move my head out of the way. And if you have any questions about, whatever, feel free to ask. So we've now created a new Discord. It has a lot of the same stuff. I'm not going to go over too many of the rules tonight. I'm going to make a master video coming up soon, and I think I'll do it kind of in conjunction with after talking with Rose and CT and Mitchell and kind of decide on some of the finer details. But here are some of the things that we want to be able to do in this Discord. And that is give people a little bit more free reign, or be able to kind of control what we allow and what we do not want to allow as a group. Like, technically I created it. I think I'm going to try to see if I can share the ownership of a server with a bunch of people. And so we can have 3 or 4 people that technically own the server. I'm not sure if that's possible. We're doing a lot of research on Discord. I'm not the facto dictator of this server. I cannot come in one day and be like, everything's changing, and change everything in here and do whatever I want to. That's not how we're going to run this. If we decide we want to allow something or not want to allow something, we're going to do it as a community, and the community will be the people who are given administrative roles. Right now, it's just the 4 of us. I assume at some point it will grow. But it'll be the people that, are contributing members, who are adding, who become, people that either are just, they don't even have to be on the mic, but they have that access. They're a little bit more active, and they come on, and we will make decisions based on the way we want to take things as a group. If somebody, so like, let's say that I get toxic and I'm having a hard time, or I'm overly braggadocious about my positions, or I'm doing something that's hurting somebody, the position and the things that people should actually do and I'll move this down, and the things that people should actually do is you can talk to the other people, and all this stuff will be made out. You can be like, hey, I'm having a hard time. I'm tired of hearing, Gator do this, or CT do this, or Rose do this. And then we can address it and we can change it. Or let's say that there's some people in this Discord, and we also offered this to Booth, where we said, hey, make another channel. So right now, if there are people in this room who only want call outs and don't want me and CT joking back and forth, or Rose and Mitchell, or saying what we do, or you want a room that's just dedicated to kind of what Kelly does, and you've got just people in here who don't care about the C strategy scalps that we do, and they're like, I just want to look for good Kelly setups, per the video last night. You have, if you bring that to us, and there's people that want to do that, we'll create a separate voice channel here for people to be in during the day in this community. You can be in this channel separate from this one, and if you want to have 2 things open and listen to it, you can. And then within the same Discord community, we can have 3 or 4 voice channels to go over something. We can have a voice channel that we actually give the ability for people who are not mods to go in and talk after hours if members want to share strategies or talk about stuff offline. We have the ability to kind of create this stuff now, and we can kind of create this stuff as a group. If and I'm just throwing random things out that we haven't talked about, that's nothing in the very near future, but if somebody wants to come in and let's say CT wants to do a midday education, we can have a section for people to go to for stuff like that. We can have technically you can have a private area. So if somebody was here and they wanted to monetize their stuff, let's say Kelly wanted to come in, and I'm not saying he does this, but let's say that Kelly wanted to come in and he was like, hey, like I'm willing to work with 5 people if they'll pay this, and I'm going to train them or whatever it is. We could have an area here where if you paid, you'd have private access to him for this hour a day or something like that, or or CT or Rose or me. None of us are doing that, and none of us have any short-term plans to do that, but we have all of kind of that built into Discord here. And we have the ability to go in that direction as much as we want to go in that direction as a community. So none of us are going to come in and bulldoze anybody else. And there's nothing wrong with setups with no distraction. And if people really want setups with no distraction, like Rose is saying, and I think Booth did have a point, and our point with him was not that setups with no distractions aren't a good thing. It's you can't be on the mic with everyone else who wants a channel that's just bantering and talking and going over setups a little bit more loosely and talk over people, create 2 channels. That's an option. We will do that in this channel. If anybody wants to be in here and they want that, it's not a thing. I'll create one tomorrow. We'll open it up to whoever. If 1 or 2 people want to be the mods and they want to be in there, and they just want to be giving C strategy setups or Kelly setups, and they don't want to talk through it, right there. It'll be created the next day, and there's no competition. I don't care if there's 500 people in that channel, and there's only 10 people in there listening to me. Doesn't make a difference to me. I'm not competing with my own community. There's so many good traders here who have so many things to offer, and if we have 3 or 4 voice channels because there are different types of people, or somebody wants to listen to this, or they're having a hard time and, I'm not being very helpful, or somebody else isn't, and they're like, I'm going to go listen to this one. And down the road, we get enough people who are confident in what they do, and they're really good at calling out C strategies and identifying C strategies. And they're like, hey, I would like to take can we make a channel here? And I will be in it, and I'll help run it. And I'm just going to be in there, and I'm just going to call out C strategies that I like. Yes. And in short, as long as we know who you are, we know that you're a consistent trader, you've been in the chat a lot, you talk with us, stuff like that. It's like if some rando off the street comes in, no. But you know what I'm talking about. Praveen was like, hey, I'd like to do this, and I'm just going to do 2 or 3 call-outs in the morning. Can I have that channel? Yes. And we would make it, because we want to provide in this Discord a place for the whole community to be active and to grow and expand as much as you want to give to the community as much as you want to, or to take from the community as much as you want to, and to find what you really like to do here in the community. But I'm not dictating that. Rose isn't dictating that. CT and Mitchell aren't dictating that. We right now are just overseeing like the groundwork to get it set in, and then we will allow it to be built out as much as we want to. Maybe it turns into something bigger. Maybe we just have a few hundred people here and we're just really good at what we do. Who cares? Who cares? I would love a Kelly style channel. There's nothing wrong with that. So and then you have 5 people over here and you have 10 over here. Who cares? We're not competing. We're all just trying to make money in what we're good at making money in the market. So who cares? You want to hear me saying, I'm in this Mark 1, I'm in this Mark 1, I'm in this Mark 1. I'm taking this. Hey, I don't need Gator to say that. Like, I've learned what he does. I know how he does it. When I see Tesla going, I know how to trade that. I'd rather go listen to Rose or somebody else talk about, hey, I'm looking at this. No, this is the level I'm looking at for Kelly stuff, like Lance or something, if he was in here, who's really understands it. No, we're looking for this. We're looking for this level. You got to hold this level. And you kind of help convince people and walk them through taking some of these setups. These things can be developed. They cannot be developed when somebody is just going to come in and just decide something without talking to the group. And then when the group confronts you and the group talks to you, you're like, no, I'm going to do whatever. you know. So we're not trying to do too much right now. We're not trying to do everything that we can do, and we're not trying to, keep it exactly as it is or pinhole it into a specific thing that's only for certain people and certain trading types. We want to build this out and allow the room to grow. I personally like to sit there sometimes and kind of, joke and laugh and do stuff. It helps me stay loose, especially before the market and when it goes. And I kind of have a plan before I sit down of what I'm looking for and what I want, so I'm not like incredibly centrally focused. I'm kind of lax at the open and watching stuff, and I really don't care if I trade for the first 5 to 10 minutes. So because of that, I'm not under like that early stress, like I got to take a trade. If you are, you might not like to listen to, me kind of do that, and that's okay. You're not wrong. Boof wasn't wrong for not wanting to listen to me or for not wanting to listen to us. We didn't leave because of that. We're not leaving to create conflict or to break apart, whatever it is. We wanted to take this in another direction. He did not, and so we're taking it in that direction. And if we would have been consulted about, hey guys, this is happening, I'm going to go over here for a little bit, or I'm going to do this, or whatever it is, we'd still be over there, and we'd still be doing that. We weren't, and it was shut down, and, if it's your way or the highway, it's the highway. At any point right now, anybody in this room can leave. You don't have to be here. You don't have to trade with us. You don't have to listen to us. Rose and CT are on the mic. If they're like, all of a sudden they're like, I don't want to be here. I'm going to go do something else. I want to talk in Wall Street Bets. Wall Street Bets contacted me. I want to talk over there. And Rose is like, I'm going. Then you can go. Like, you're a free entity. You can do and you can run things however you want to. So, I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do. We as the, the former rotation crew and now, the Bandito leaders or whatever we're going to say, or the, the Bandito something or another. We're not trying to tell people what to do or what not to do. If you want to be over there and you want to listen to that Discord channel, by all means go for it. If you get value from it, then go do it. That's it. If you get value from it and you like it, go listen to him. Go chat with Booth. Go do all that. Wall Street Best is all or nothing. Go do that. I don't care. There's no beef as far as I'm concerned. You make a choice, and in a sense, it's a business choice. You make a choice. You want to go in that direction. That's all right. And then it is what it is. And you go about anger and hatred and malice. Only hurts the person. Only hurts the person that is actually putting out those things. If you're mad at me, or you're mad at somebody else, or you're mad at the world or anything, the only person you're mad at's you. The only person you're hurting is you. I'm good. I could care less what somebody else thinks about me or what someone else does about me. It doesn't make a difference, personally. It just is what it is. Everyone has an opinion about you. And honestly, if you guys knew, all the people in your life, if you knew the worst things they thought about you, you'd probably be shocked and heartbroken and all this other stuff. And then you'd probably be surprised with how much some people think about you. So I don't give it much thought. I don't give it much, it gets literally none of it. However, I was muted in the other channel, so I'll probably be out of that one. If you guys want to share the new Discord, hit me up. You can share it, let people know where it's at. Be like, hey, here you go. If they want to come over and talk with us, we will. Sometimes we might just be doing call-outs. Sometimes we might be talking more. It just depends, but we want that free flow of things. Yeah, that's Rob. That's like most people don't even think about you. That's the trick. Like some people are mad at other people and they're just so angry. And like 90% of the time, like you're not thought about by other people. Like, but yet you're pissed off. It's like you're only hurting yourself. Like we're going to talk how we want to talk on the mic. If you don't like it, you don't have to be with us. If you don't like it and you're part of the family, tell us. Reach out to one of us. We'll create a different room or a different voice channel. Maybe one of us just want to do call outs sometimes. Maybe we're just having a hard week and like, hey guys, I'm not going to talk much. I'm just going to do a few call outs. Or guys like, hey, it's really tough. Let's not talk too much. Just really focus on the market today. And I think offline, we would probably have that conversation beforehand. Like, hey, I think we've been getting a little bit too loose. Let's tighten up a little bit. But it's going to be a team conversation. It's not just going to be CT come in and be like, Gator, shut the heck up. It might be. CT can do that. He has a mustache, so he can tell me whatever he wants to. But it's not going to be that. It's going to be us. Like, hey, we need to tighten it up a little bit, and it's going to be kind of that give and take. And I think, you know, that's the direction we want to take this. And we love you guys, and we love being in here, and we love talking, and we love chatting. And we wanted to be able to do that freely, and we wanted to be able to do that without the random just, you know, changes and everything else and the toxicity. So there will be some the toxicity that comes, and some people think that, you know, maybe we're toxic or our stuff is toxic. We don't think so. We don't think most people think so, and if they do, and if it's hurting people, we want to help. But you also have to understand that not everything is going to work for everybody, and that's okay. It doesn't make it right or wrong. Just do the best you can, and we're going to continue to grow. I'm going to continue to bring people on this channel, and I'm going to continue to platform people I think that are good traders, that are learners. I want to get people that are finding success, to see how they're finding success, to help the rest of you guys find success, to what helped them, to how they grew mentally, to the strategies they take and what works and what doesn't. Hope to have Kelly on a couple more times, you know, whenever. Geronimo, you know, Eddie again. Like, you know, I'm all about it. You know, Rose and everybody else here that puts in work here, that are part of the family. I'm going to continue to platform. I'm going to continue to push it forward. I'm going to do what I do because it's the only way to be successful. I can't pretend to do something else. It's the diversity of method, diversity of opinion, diversity of thought. So many people today like to say diversity, and they don't really like care or know what it means. Diversity is actually difference. It's like differences of opinion, of thought. I want to know how Kelly sees the market. I want to know how Geronimo sees the market. If he's like, hey, I'm out, and he's like, bam, I'm holding this to this level, or I'm doing all this. I'm not jealous that he's making more money than me. I want to understand it. And watching Kelly's video last night, I played Tesla this morning, and it was like, bam, because I understood what he was saying, and I saw it taking place. I want to provide an ability here for people in this community, and we want to provide that in this Discord community for people to be like, hey, hey guys, I have something to offer. Like we have, this is just kind of a funny little thing, but you know, you have desk setups here, and this was Peacock per the request of this morning. You know, this was how he traded this morning, and you made 5K. Bam, brother, good trading. You know, on a computer, scary stuff right here, probably on phone Wi-Fi or something like that, maybe car Wi-Fi. So like if you have a desk setup you want to share, and it's just something people can go back to and like, hey, how do you guys have your stuff set up? You can share it here. Some of these channels will get more strict in the future, and we'll ask your guys' opinions on it. Yeah, I'd love to have Kathy on. I'll talk to her sometime. I know I meant to talk about this in the beginning of the show. I'll talk about it at the end, my week this week. But this trading chat in the future, not at the moment, we are probably going to limit, except for mods and people who have a role, a certain role. We'll limit this to just text and not video links and not pictures. The reason behind that is it gets clogged up, and you're trying to find something somebody messed, and you see like charts and you see video links. So as of right now, even my stuff probably won't be here. This will just be trading. You'll have a chart thing. So if you have charts during the day, you have charts you want people to look at, you can post them here, you can tag people, you can do all this other stuff. So we'll have stuff here for people to do, to post pictures and charts. Video links, if you have videos that you want to share, like if somebody's like, hey, what's the strategy this person does, you know, or what video when Gator did this, or when Oliver Velez or whoever, where's that Mark Melnick video? Boom, video channel, you know. Just something simple. You can go to here, you can post it, so we're not clogging up the trading during the middle of the day. The trading one in the middle of the day, we want to be mainly text. But you know, if that doesn't work and it's not working, we're willing to change, but this is something we're going to try. Right now it allows the links. It'll probably not allow the links in a couple of days when I add some bot work and some other stuff. I still have to do some stuff here. Make sure you read our rules and disclaimer, you know, blah, 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 blah. I need to edit that actually. So I need to put some stuff in here. I haven't done the training videos, but I'm going to post, you know, some training videos. I'll probably do training slides and stuff. We're gonna kind of populate this with some stuff. So you'll have this. We might, you know, maybe we'll create a Rose room. You know, we could create a CT breakoff room, or CT videos or Rose videos. Everything doesn't have to go through my channel. I don't mind it. I love talking to people. I don't mind everything going through there. It's fine. But if there's someone like Peacock, you post some videos, you know, and you're like, hey, I want to start doing this. Do you mind if I post the videos in the room and let people watch? Yeah, we could create, we could create a little channel right here for someone. We know who you are. You're active in the community and stuff. We could create something like that here, and then you could store your videos here for people to see, and they could have a link to your YouTube channel to review it. Other people could watch it, and then, if like, hey, I want to do more of this. Maybe I'd like to try on the mic sometimes with you guys. We could see how that works and work it in at some point. I'm not saying yes, I'm not saying no. I'm saying these are things that we might want to take the channel, and we want to have the latitude to take that channel as a group without the, somebody doing what happened last week. We can't have that. We don't want to have that going forward. So that's part, and mainly, let's see if let's see if I said anything else specifically. So those are the main reasons I talk on the mic like I do. It's what's beneficial. I hope it's beneficial for people. I'm just trying to see. Sorry. I'm not sure, Rose, was there anything I'm missing about, what I said, or anything else that I should, throw on here at the moment? Events like my shows or anybody else's show. Let's say Rose or somebody else has stuff. We'll have different event pages and stuff. So if you're wondering when's Gator going live or when's CT doing this training session, something like that, we can have events thing. So everyone's just not posted in general chat. If you don't care about it, you don't have to go to it. So we can start kind of messing around with stuff like that in the future. I'm just asking, Rose. I don't know if there is. But so off the top of my head, just after sitting down and, spending the night with the wife and after the kids went to bed and all that, coming back to it, trying to remember what I wanted to say and all that. I mean, in the short, that was it. It was, to us, that's just our side of it and our opinion. I have no doubt that there are others. I'm not saying we're right or wrong, and I'm definitely, we're all one NewsBeat family. I'm not saying that, anything about the other side. It doesn't matter to me in a sense, and I mean that positively. You want to do what you want to do, that's fine. Here you go, you do that. This is the direction we're taking this group. It's not a competition. I'm not trying to get more people. I don't care. I'll work with who wants to be here with us, and I'll trade with who wants to be here. If it was just me, Rose, CT, and Mitchell in a private channel, I'd be great, dude. Like, I don't have to have people watching me. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm good. As long as I have some people I can trade with. Now, I love trading with the rest of the people, so yes, I'm going to have this here. I love the opinions, like, Curbster, Geronimo, Kelly, like everybody else in here, Peacock. Like, I respect you guys greatly. And if you guys come to me with something, or you come to the rest of us with something, we hope that you have that respect and that we have that respect for you, so we can, give you that. If you come to us with something, we will actually hopefully give you the respect that you deserve, instead of just doing something, just out of the blue. So yeah, we're not going out, so we're not leaving, we're not doing our own thing. I'm just saying, as far as just for the trading bit of it, like technically speaking, we could do that. And that was kind of our thought with how we are on the mic. It's like, if we were all sitting in the same room talking, what would it sound like? And what would it be like? That's what we want to recreate on the mic. That's what we want to recreate. And we want to recreate that feel. And I feel like it helps people relax. Some people, not everybody. I feel like it adds value, especially midday and end day. I feel like it adds a lot of value. So I want to, that is what we want to do. And maybe that changes, maybe it doesn't. But if it does, it changes because we want to change, not because just somebody doesn't like it. And it's a one person, that's not how we're going to run things here. The other thing, Rose says, like, we're all NewsBeat. We are all NewsBeat, but as a Discord, we're not associated with, what's it called now, specialists or something? A specialist room. We're not associated. Yeah, I'd love to have Mitchell talk. It's because he's on the West Coast, and the timing doesn't work out, but I would definitely love to. So we're not associated with that at all as a group. Maybe individuals here or over there, and maybe I don't care if you guys contribute in both or just one of them or none of them. It doesn't matter. But don't bring that over here. and we're not taking that. Like, we are our own entity. If Rose or myself or CT or something like are over there and chatting and doing whatever, that's fine. You know, you can do whatever you want to. Like I said, you can go trade in Wall Street Bet. You can go trade in, you know, the T3 room. We're all in there. You can, or some of us are. You can go do all this different stuff. I'm not telling you what to do. But this Discord is this Discord. This server is this server. We are not partnering with, we are not doing anything with, we're not right now. This is what it is. We are taking this in this direction. We are trying to go somewhere with this. And I'm not saying we're trying to make this into some type of massive thing where we're doing whatever, but we have a direction that we're going. We are not that. I will not be posting anything over there. I can't anyway. But we will not be posting stuff over there. We will not be going over there unless individuals do. This is this, and this is this community, and we are within the NewsBeat community, but this Discord is its own thing. We're not associated directly with, you know, with theirs or anymore. We're not partners with them. We're not anything like that. No, we're just jumping back and forth. No. This is the Discord. We're taking it in a direction. This is where we want to build our community. And Boof is welcome here. And if you do back and forth and you love both of us and you get a lot of value over there and you get a lot of value over here, you are 100% welcome in both places. Everything I do is sponsored by Tesla, Sufian. I need to buy a Tesla car just because I make money on their thing. You're welcome. You know, good, more power to you. And if, you know, Boof wants to trade over here, he's more than welcome to come over here and trade. Like, no one is banned from here. No one can not come here. No one can. The only reason you're going to get banned or muted in this channel is if you're spewing toxicity, you're cussing, you're swearing, you're attacking other people in our Discord. That's it. Other than that, anybody can trade here and come listen to us. I'm not discriminated against who comes in here and listens and, you know, enjoys our content, you know, or talks or has their opinions. You know, you're welcome to come over here, and you're welcome to be a part of this family, and you're welcome to grow with us. And we hope you do come over here, and we hope you do grow with us. That's what we want, and we want to give people the most value and where we think the most value is. And if others didn't think that that was the most value, what we're doing in the direction we're going, that's okay. And now the people who do want to take things in this direction are going in this direction. And if you want to come with us and you want to take this ride with us, we're going to continue to navigate the swamp. Boom, no FOMO. We're going to continue to navigate the swamp. We're going to continue to get to where we want to go. We're going to continue to bandit this market and take our money and walk away with it to help people stay, you know, positive in this market and to adapt. I'm going to show you guys losses and wins, and whether I'm having a good week or a bad week, I'm going to be here, and I'm going to continue to be on the mic and continue to talk, and you guys are going to know when I'm having a hard time and when I'm not, and it's going to be what it is, and it's going to be real, and, you know, that's that. So I think I've kind of thrown in what I want. Maybe, you know, something else will come up. I don't know. But, you know, that is what it is. No hard feelings. You know, it makes, you know, it is. I hope, you know, if all of you guys want to go create your own Discord room, go for it. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. We're going to do what we're going to do. And whatever brings the most value to, you know, to you, that's what you should do. But, you know, share this with people. Let them know. You know, let them know what. If people are looking or wondering where we're at, you can let them know. And hey, we're here. We're doing this. You know, leave a like if you like the stuff that we do here. Comment. Learn how that you can help out. The January was better for me than February. I had a really good January, like a average to flat February. So you should always do what works best for you. Rose, I completely agree. Whatever works best for you, whatever you're going to get value out of, whatever you're going to get the most value out of. That's all I care about, is that people are successful, and that I can help as much as I can, or as much as we can as a crew of bandits, that we can help you get there. And if you don't like it, you're not offending me by not liking it. A lot of people don't like what I do. That's okay. A lot of people do. That's okay. I do it because I love it. I do it because I want to be here, because it helps me. I hope that it helps others. And if watching my journey and Rose's journey and, you know, CT and these other people that come on here and talk and give their story and all that gives you perspective, yeah, then there. It could be muting one of us. Nothing wrong with that. I just showed you guys how to do it. Yep. You want to come in here and you don't like us, or you don't like anybody else, right click on Rose, and Rose is now muted. Except I don't think I should do that. Oh, I could server mute your Rose. The only people who are not allowed to mute are people on the mic. You cannot be on the mic with somebody in this Discord room as a leader and mute other people. You will show the other people who are on the mic with you respect, and you will work with them as a team. If you want to be on the mic, you want to be a leader, a contributor in this community, you're going to work with the community. If you're a Lone Ranger for the Bandit, if you're going to go be a Lone Ranger or a Tonto, whatever, you're going to go out there and do that, that's fine. You're not going to do it here. If you're going to be on the mic here, you're not going to mute the other people on the mic. If you need another room because you're having a hard time or whatever it is, and that's fine, go for it. But we're a team on the mic. Because what we do, other people feel. It passes on to them. We need to be working really well as a group. If for some reason we stop doing that, then something has to change. So, but yeah, feel free to mute me. I don't, feel free. Go for it. Feel free to mute, Rose. Don't mute Rose. Rose has only good ideas, never has bad ideas. That would be the biggest mistake you could do, is muting Rose. The Amazonian Queen. So, coming up on an hour, guys. A lot more to come with Discord. I'm going to create a master video once we kind of get going with rules and different stuff like that, and just what to expect when you're here. And it'll probably be linked when people join the Discord room, and you'll have to, like, at least say you watched it before you get on. Different stuff like that. Just to kind of explain to people what it is and how it works. We will have rules. We'll have that stuff. We'll push it forward. It's going to be very loose, just like, the old one. But this is our community now. The old server is not our community anymore, as far as, like, I specifically go, me. And I can't speak for others. Maybe it's your community too. The NewsBeat live room, T3, and this Discord is my community for trading. And this is where I'm going to do all my stuff. If you're watching this on YouTube, yes, I'll comment on YouTube stuff, and you come over here. And in this Discord is where I'll be doing my stuff. If you want to join, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You do what's best for you and what's going to make you money and what's going to make you feel, like you're getting the most value. And more power to you. Good job. More power to you. This week, did a video last night with Kelly. Did a video tonight. Probably not doing one tomorrow. So the rest of the week, I'm going to Georgia on Wednesday, guys. I will be in the great state of Georgia for a wedding. So I leave at 4 o'clock. I'll trade on Wednesday, and then I will leave. Most days this week, I'm only trading the mornings. So sorry I'm not on the mics in the afternoon. I will only trade the mornings because I've got a doctor's appointment with my wife tomorrow, and then I'm packing. Got the realtor person coming in, the stager, to help the final stages and pictures and all that on Wednesday, and then I will be waking up. I will be driving through the night Wednesday night to get down to Georgia. 10-hour drive, I think, or 12-hour drive. So I got to get down to Georgia, and then I will probably trade the next morning, even though I'll get 1 or 2 hours of sleep. I'll probably wake up, trade 1 or 2, 3 trades. Like, I'll have like a 5 trade limit thing. Thursday morning, probably won't do much because of the wedding rehearsal dinner. I doubt I'm going to have a show on Friday. Rose CT, if y'all want to do a show and you want to use, I'll message you guys. But if you want to use my YouTube, you can. I'll give you the passwords and stuff so y'all can get on there. If you want to do it just in Discord, you can. Yep, I think that would be that would look good. So I will probably not have another show after this week. I hate that. Maybe I can record some trades in the morning and I can do a talk over and then post it at night. I'll see if I can have the time to do that. It all depends on how everything goes getting this house ready. So that's my week. Sorry I don't have time for more content. More stuff's to come. The Discord's going to be updated. We're going to have a lot of new stuff in there. A lot of training videos, a lot of Mark stuff, a lot of other stuff. Me kind of re-going over the stuff. Yeah. So that's that. That's the rotation crew side of what formerly rotation crew. Now that is why we left. That is why we formed a new one. You just can't, in our opinion, come in and do that and disrespect the crew. If you want to take it one direction, that's fine, but you have to take it with us. And hopefully, we're going to take this journey. We're going to grow this, and we're going to do it here. Yeah, you can still join Raw Trades, for sure. I will send. Yeah, Rose. I love doing this with you guys. I will post Raw Trades. Let me see if I can post the link to the Discord in this chat. I probably can. because I edited some things to allow me to do that copy link. And here you go. Here's the Discord for anybody who's watching. Feel free to join. I'm going to put it in a lot of social media. I'm going to put in some other stuff. I'll post it in the YouTube channel comments. You guys can always click on this to join. Join, come in, share the Discord with your friends, with people who were trading and are in the other one. If you know, people that want to learn, they can come trade with us. Always like, share, subscribe on YouTube. 44 people watching, 18 likes. Every like counts. I appreciate you guys. You're the best. I will see you tomorrow morning in the Discord room, in the Market Bandits room. We'll keep tearing it up. We'll keep doing our thing. No hard feelings. If you have a different opinion than me or anybody else, you're entitled to your opinions and your thoughts. I'm not going to fight with anybody. I'm not getting in conflict with anybody over it. I got too much going on, and I'm just here to trade and to help others who want to take that journey with me, guys. So hope this was helpful. Hope it was a little bit informative. Gave the basics, and hopefully I didn't do anything or say anything that was slanderous or anything else, or you know what I mean. But my perspective on the situation and my thoughts on it, my feelings on it. So thanks, guys. Have a great night. Love you all, and I will see you tomorrow morning in either the NewsBeat Live or in our Market Bandits Discord. Till next time.